Hi Aquarius, welcome to your October 2018 love reading. This is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everybody. In fact, I know it probably won't. Maybe some of you it will. It could be a friendship love, a family love, a work project, passion project or work, but it is intended for romantic love, although it may resonate otherwise, like I just mentioned, the friendship or the family, whatnot. I shuffle off camera so it won't mess with the cloth or the sound, so I shuffle like this on camera, but trust me, the cards have been well shuffled. Let's see what else. Check your moon, rising, and Venus or another channel to get a more well-rounded reading if you so desire. All right, so I think that's that. I've also shuffled these. I love it when they're new like this, but holy cow, you gotta really smack them around. And I did this off camera. I even did the whole shuffle this way. I'm just showing you on camera that they are in fact shuffled. I don't want anybody to think I planned anything out. Like attracts like. If you are longing for more love in your life, you need to be more loving. All right. Put that bad boy right there. I don't know if I mentioned it. Oh, I didn't mention it. This is a different spread. I'm trying something different for the love readings. One more. Acceptance. All right, so this, it's almost like it speaks to, well, my hunch is that you're out of sorts about a relationship and you're still, well, look at that. This is about maybe feeling guilty, feeling like you need to break free, feeling that you were cast out or set free maybe when you weren't ready, but it's all about breaking free and getting over guilt, maybe feeling some remorse. It's like the aftermath of being cut out, okay? In this case anyway. So maybe this is about being around those like-minded, or taking a look realistically at what has transpired in your love life thus far, or in this loving relationship, whether it's family, friends, or otherwise. Okay. All right. Ace of Swords reversed. So this could be that you're not talking, that things have been cut off. You might be confused or just still searching for that clarity about the situation. Trying a different way of laying them out also, choosing them. So you got the King of Wands upright, the Emperor or Seven of Pentacles upright, the Emperor reversed, Knight of Wands upright. You can't see how I'm picking them here. King of Pentacles reversed, the Fool reversed, Knight of Swords upright, Queen of Wands reversed, Nine of Wands reversed. Okay. Just so you know, we've got the King of Wands here and the Queen of Wands here. They're suited, but one's reversed. Okay. So this is the first third of October, second third, so like the middle, 8th to the 18th, or the 10th to the 20th, or the 22nd to the 31st. Sorry, the 12th to the 22nd. And then we've got the last third, so like the 20th and on, or the 18th and on. Okay, so here's about the 1st to the 8th or the 12th. It's a gray area, but first third, middle third, last third, okay? So we start out the month of October, well, feeling on top of your game, basically. Everything's firing on all cylinders, but you're thinking about a relationship. Maybe you're thinking about work. Maybe you're thinking about a work relationship. You have everything you need and everything going for you. Work, career, social life, all the things that are important to you, whether it's only work and social life or love, everything that you want is going on in your life. Everything that you want to be going on in your life is going on in your life. And you're considering for the future, you're thinking about things as far as planning for the future. It's almost, you're like in the planning stages for something. But this could be Aries right here. As far as your love life goes, you might be considering, is this the relationship that you want, Aquarius? Because it seems like this person might be a bit controlling, or that you might not think that they are worthy, in the sense that they might not be where you're at, that they don't have enough discipline, and they're not mature enough, possibly, because we are talking about a king here. So this could be a female with this energy also. It's just that we might be looking at somebody that might not have as much to give or bring to the table. They might be a bit out of control. They might be too controlling. You might be thinking that you're looking at this relationship like, okay, maybe I need to let loose a little bit, or you're feeling controlled by the partner. Maybe you're thinking that the partner isn't up to snuff just because they're not where you're at with all the things in life. Like, they're not ready to join you side by side. You're kind of feeling like you might have to bring them up a little bit. So, and this could be Aries. Again, I don't know if I didn't mention this. The situation could be reversed. I could be sitting here talking about you, Aquarius, when it's actually your love interest that I'm reading for. It happens quite a bit. Just saying, it happens. So this is the first part of the month. You start off really good. You're thinking about things, and you're sort of looking at maybe loosening the reins, or wondering if the person you're with needs to loosen the reins or grow up a little bit before you decide to maybe take that next step, or just let the relationship progress. In the middle of the month, we have this new surge in passion, possibly. Maybe this is a child. I'm two completely separate things. I get it. I'm just sussing it out here. I think this is a new love interest. I think this is, you're single over here. I think you're single over here. I think you're thinking about your love life and considering a few things. Because we got this new interest here. We got this new surge of passion. So it might be that you're looking at yourself and thinking that you might be a bit controlling, rigid. Maybe you want to loosen up a little bit. I'm not saying you are. I'm saying this is, you might be reconsidering a few things about your personality and your love language, right? And that's what this could be talking about here too. Like attracts like. You might have been with somebody before that, like I said, I was reading earlier, maybe wasn't quite where you were at as far as having the discipline and everything firing on all cylinders. They might not have been where you were. And it might have been they were either too controlling of you, or you had to be really kind of controlling or almost parent-like with them to catch them up to you or to help them out. And you really do want to be around people that are more similar to you, and, you know, like attracts like. So assuming that you were single here, you meet a new love interest, except they are not very stable either. Okay? In fact, they might try to make up for that by being overly controlling or overly domineering or authoritative, that sort of thing. Like, maybe they're not where you're at, and they try to make up for that by being more demanding of your time and possible resources. And this doesn't feel like it's a good new beginning. I think you realize that too. I think you're over here maybe taking a look at your relationships, your past relationships, what your behavior is like in those. Maybe time for a change, maybe thinking about this one partner. And then you meet a new love interest, but it's kind of more of the same. It's kind of more of the same over here. You got somebody that's not quite where you're at. And it's not a good decision. It's not a good new beginning. It'd be quite reckless to get involved with this person. Then we got another one. Whew, Aquarius, look at you. We got another one. This is fire, so Aries, Leo, or Sag could be. This is air, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. And we've got this Queen of Wands reversed here. So basically, first third, middle third, last third. This is yet another paramour, if we're looking at love, who kind of comes rushing in and kicking the door down and is very cerebral, like you like. They're very interesting, but it's probably not anything stable. It's just another maybe few dates and then you decide no, because it just seems like it's more of the same. We got you looking at behaviors either from yourself or others. Then we got somebody that is kind of exhibiting that behavior, and then we got another one coming in that they might be a lot of fun and very intelligent, but they're not ready to settle down yet. You're not suited. They're not ready to, that's Queen of Wands, I don't know if you can see that, match your behavior in commitment, in discipline, in drive. They're still kind of prioritizing a few things over others. Let's just leave it at that. Namely, being with more than one person, quite possibly. At the very least, they've got a lot of things going on and that they can't really give attention to one person in a relationship. Okay? And that's going to leave you at the end of the month feeling kind of like just maybe a little hesitant, much more hesitant. Over here it's pensive. Over here it's a bit hesitant and kind of just on guard, kind of wondering what the heck is going on. Because here you are willing to think about it, but then you meet two people in a row that are just not up to snuff. These two people need to grow a little more. They need to have a little bit more life experiences, because you've got everything going. It's not that you figured it all out, but you've been through it. I'm speaking to somebody either who's mature in years or mature in mindset. These two are not, and this needs to be transmuted into a more mature energy through life experience. Okay? Just get a few more cards here. Yeah. This is about, I feel like, Aquarius, you're pretty resourceful and you're always kind of on the lookout for that new latest interest or something that you've got one of those hungry minds. You're very intelligent. You're very capable. So there's not much you can't do, and you see life as a fun challenge rather than it's sort of a worrisome obstacle, right? So you're always up for passion. You're always up for new ideas. You're always up for new beginnings. Problem is, a lot of people can't match where you're at just yet. So this right here, it's about this. Sometimes this is a marriage card. So it's almost like on the one hand, you got everything with work and your vitality and your interest and all that. That is forging ahead. But as far as settling down, or as far as finding that someone that you kind of really connect with on multiple levels, it hasn't happened yet. And this also means breakdown in communication. And I feel like that's the missing piece for you. That you might have somebody that matches your drive, but then they're not willing to match you in commitment or in other areas of your life. You've got somebody that might match you in verbal skills, or, you know what I mean, can intellectually. Someone matches you in drive, someone that matches you intellectually, but that they can't, you might deem them lazy, things like that. So you haven't found anybody that matches the qualities that you want yet. So October looks to be more of that. Sorry, I think this is about accepting people for who they are and what they are, because you have very high standards here, and you have high standards because you can do it, so you expect others to do the same. So I think this is about accepting people for what they are, but not lowering your standards, because that doesn't do anybody any good. If you want, you're allowed to have preferences, right? You want what you want. This is going to be dating, but nothing serious in the month of October. Like attracts like. If you are longing for more love in your life, you need to be more loving. I think for that, that might speak to some of you, but for me, the way I read it is, it's kind of self-explanatory, but I feel like that's a bit judgy, and I don't think there's anything wrong with having high standards. I don't think you want to go into a relationship just so you can parent somebody. You want somebody to meet you where you're at. So this is all the creativity, all the opportunities are there this month, but that connection that you might be looking for is not, at least for the month of October. There's dating, there's choices, but there's not that connection yet for you. And I don't think there, like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with having high standards. Time slipping away, finding that perfect moment of contentment, and it starts to slip away. So this is about inner peace, a moment in time, and this is about just finding that perfect balance in the day where everything else just starts to fade away and you're just really enjoying that peace and quiet unto yourself. Like I said, you've got all this going for you. So this to me is saying that for the month of October, it is all about you. You're not going to be joining, you're going to be in and out with people, but it's not going to be a partnership month for you. Just in case you were looking for that. If it hasn't been, why won't this focus? If it hasn't been thus far, it's just the status quo. Okay? So, opportunities and choice and dating, but not commitment. And for some of you, you'd be like, I'll take it. I don't need a commitment. I'm fine with just dating. That's what I want. Well, there you go. Okay, Aquarius. I hope that was helpful. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you like the new spread, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.